Good morning. How is everyone today? Just checking if someone's going to come on. I didn't give much notice, so I do apologise. So I think I'll probably just get moving if that's all right. So let me know how you're doing. How are you coping with lockdown? Won't be too long now, hopefully. Okay, so I'm just going to talk a little bit more about hashtags on Instagram. So the first thing I'll say, because I've seen this a lot lately, is please don't be tempted to buy followers. I admit that I actually did this last year because I didn't know any better, and I just want to show you what happened to my Instagram account because I've still got it now. So for example, I think, and this was right back in the beginning of when I first started my social media journey, was I think I bought something like 3,000 followers, and they promised that they were going to be real followers, blah 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 blah, bullshit, sorry. But it turned out that I had followers and that was that. So for example, I'm just going to switch my camera around to show you. So this was before, as you can see here, my engagements was quite good before I did this. So there you got a lot there, 71, just a little bit, 43. Okay, so you can see, sorry, there's a little bit of a delay on this from my computer. You can see that my engagement was pretty good, and then I ended up, can you see, like 83 for example. Okay, and then I thought, yeah, okay, let's try this out. I'll buy some followers. So as I move up, still pretty good, right? But then things start dramatically changing to this. Let's go right to the top. Okay, 12, 3, 6, 6, 8, 9, 7. Okay, can you see how dramatically changed it did? 4, 8. So can you see how my engagement just literally dropped? 3, 6, 7. Okay, then I started realizing, yeah, it's probably not the best idea. So if we go right to the top, and as you can see, I haven't got whatever 1,000 followers I did have. I had to literally take them off one by one, of manually take all my followers and my fake account off. So I'm still struggling with my engagement now, and that is the after effects of buying followers last year. So I've got 4. My reach is absolutely awful, so I'm building it back up slowly again, if you can see, and it has nothing to do with the hashtags at the moment. I'm still researching and putting the effort into it. It literally is because of the fake followers I had. It's destroyed my account. Okay, so that's the difference with that. So I'm just going to switch my camera around. Hi again. Yeah, so how to do a little bit of a hashtag research. Sorry, my mouth's a bit dry. I'll just have a drink. Okay, so you have the opportunity to use 30 hashtags. Okay, it does not mean that you have to use 30. You can if you want. If they're all specified to exactly what you do and the niche you're in, great, go for it. But you don't have to. My sweet spot is 20 to 25. Okay, you find a sweet spot and they should work really well for you. So number 1 tip, rule, make sure that they are relevant to your niche, to what you do, and to the picture, that the image that you've put up. Because if it's not related to the image, people will probably say it's not related, and you could be banned, shadow banned. Okay, think about what your ideal client is going to look for. So if they're looking for, they're going to say they want to, I'll use myself as an example. If they're going to look for a social media manager, are they going to search for social media manager? Or are they going to search for social media tips, tricks, something like that? Okay, think about your customer profile and what they're actually going to search for. Also, make sure that you don't use shadow banned hashtags. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to switch my camera around again. So one of the most popular hashtags that people use that is literally shadow banned is beauty blogger. So if you go to search at the top here, I'm hoping this is going to be right, and you search in beauty blogger, okay, you see that? So if it's shadow banned, it tends not to come up here, but if it does come up here, click on it and make sure that it's not shadow banned. So it looks so far so good, right? So when you go down, can you see that it's all fine down there? Okay, so that's one. So oh look, I've put bloggers, sorry. So if we put beauty blogger, right, beauty blogger here, can you see that it's got no search, no numbers here? That means that it's shadow banned. Okay, if you go right down to the bottom, can you see? Currently hidden because community has reported some contents that may not meet Instagram's community guidelines. So that means that it's banned. Okay, and I always recommend that you do this with all your hashtags. So for example, let's try another one. Try lean, because I know that that's a pretty dodgy one. So let's see if lean comes up. Doesn't look like it's come up at all. So that's another way of finding out if it's shadow banned, that it doesn't come up at all in the search. Okay, so I'm just going to turn my camera around, don't have a shock. So that's a really good way of checking out what hashtags are banned and what are not, because if you do use a banned hashtag, Instagram will not show your content to anyone and you will get penalised for it, and it probably won't show your content for at least a couple of months. Okay, so yeah, how I do my research, and it does take time. You can do it, but it takes time and it takes a lot of understanding of how your hashtags are working, so a lot of behind the scene work, user analytics, etc. So my suggestion is that you find a hashtag that you think is suitable for your niche or for what you're doing or your product or your service. Write it down, note how many, first of all check if it's shadow banned, note how many results come up. So which one shall we try? Shall we try, if we try social media, okay, let's try and find one. There you go, social media marketing. Okay, so write this down and write how many posts, okay, because I'll tell you what to do with that in a minute. Just make sure you write a note. I use a Google Doc, but you can use a pen and paper, it's fine. I use Google Docs so I can copy and paste them, it's quite easier. You've also got related hashtags here, so feel free to check them out as well, okay? Right, so after you've done that, this is where the work comes in, okay? It comes into researching, make sure that they're, make sure that the hashtags that are relevant, like I said, also make sure, just try them out basically, try different kind of, that's the whole point of research, is to try different ones, and to research into how many people use it. Also another trick is as well that use what do your competitors use. Not necessarily, they don't have to be the best, but try them out, research into them as well. Still search for them and note them down and note the amount of posts there is on there. I recommend 4 different sets of 20 to 30 hashtags, so you're not continuously using the same hashtags, because that will also ban you as well, or at least stop your reach for a good couple of weeks at least. So my little, I don't know what to call it, secret type thing that I use is that I use 14 hashtags that are mid-range, so between 100k and 1 million. So they're the growth hashtags, okay? I use 2 branded hashtags, which I usually, for example, design to network. So if I put in here design to network, and I go into the search, there's 34 posts, and to be fair, apart from 1, they're all mine, okay? And I'll be honest, that is when I remember to use them, okay? So 2 branded ones, and then another, this is if you want 30, and then another 14 that are specific to your niche, okay? So you've got growth, you've got branded, and you've got specific ones, and they I usually work better under 100,000 results, okay? So you should have a range of 3 different hashtags, but also use them in one caption, or you can put them in the comments. There's actually no proof up to now that putting them in the comment makes any difference. It just makes it look tidier. But it's really, really important that you understand that the algorithm changes frequently. So it could change every week, it could change every month, it could change every day. And this is why it's important to research, okay? So you want to do a lot of research, and when you've got time, I don't believe in winging it, because it's just a waste of time. But I have several different clouds, I call them, of hashtags. So if I turn the camera around again, so as you can see, I use these a lot. These are the research I've done. So I've got loads there. All these are different clouds, okay? And at the moment, these are working great this week. They have been for actually 2 weeks. But next week they might change, okay? So that's really important to remember. So I hope that's helped you quite a bit. There was another question that Rachel asked me to talk about as well, and that was, I think I've got this right, if I make friends with people I'm interested in, is that going to translate to soulmate client? Yeah, kind of. One of my values is to be authentic, and if you are interested in someone and you love talking to them and you network with them, then yeah, they could possibly be a dream client, okay? And that's okay, you know. I believe in not going out there looking for clients as such, but looking for people that you would like to work with. Who would you like to be your ideal customer, and all this. So networking that way is absolutely great. And I think it does work. It's worked for me, and that's how I've built my business, is by being genuinely interested in people, finding out if I can help them for free first. I'm not saying everyone should do this. Sorry, that's just come through my headphones. You know, I believe in giving value, as much value as I can, and if they want to work with me, great, I'll take them on as a client. But if they don't, that's okay too. So yeah, networking, being authentic, all that is absolutely amazing. So I think that's it. I really hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below, because I can't see any comments at all at the moment. Sorry, I really can't see any comments, but I will go on to my computer in a minute and have a look. So yeah, I really hope that's helpful, and please let me know if I can do anything else or show you anything else, or if I've missed anything else. So I'm going to leave you all to it. I love you all. Hope you're all well. Keep safe. Wash your hands. Love you all. Bye.